did you do? What? Wait. Hey y'all, welcome back. Today we are going to be making some spooky Halloween treats. And we're even going to get dressed up for the occasion.
And not only are these creepy goodies delicious, like yum yum yum, they're also fun to make with the whole family.
So come on with us and we'll show you how it's done.
Guys, we've got something very exciting for you today. It's nearing the end of October, yes, but the fun is just beginning. That's why in the next few shots you'll notice our Halloween costumes.
We are going to show you how to make our variation of some spooky intestines and some deviled dragon eggs.
So let's get started. We are going to begin by making deviled dragon eggs.
We're going to show you a quick and easy way to turn your ordinary deviled eggs
into spooky devil dragon eggs. I actually happen to know the devil. He's a nice guy. We will begin by placing 8 eggs into
the pot.
The pot of death. Now we're going to fill with cold water.
You want to start with cold water so you don't accidentally crack the eggs before they have time finishing boiling.
Now we're going to place the pan on the stove and turn the knob on high, and we're going to let it sit until it reaches a rolling boil.
Okay, now that our water has reached a rolling boil, we're going to set the timer for 10 minutes. Turn the heat down slightly to medium-high. This will keep the eggs from cracking as they boil.
It takes about like 10 minutes for me to catch my human prey, so this should be it. We are going to add a few drops of food coloring into the bowl, and then we're going to add that into the bag once we have completed our little coloring mixture.
Add a tablespoon of vinegar to your bowl, and then the amount of coloring that you want. We've done green, we've done a black purple, I think it's purple. And now we're going to make
yellow.
Our water is done boiling, so we're gonna turn off the heat, take it over to the sink, and pour it in the strainer. And then we're going to put cold water on it and bring it down to temperature so we can handle it.
This is our grandfather Alfred, and this is our Uncle Igor. We'll ask him questions every once in a while.
What do you think, Uncle Igor?
Do you like the eggs?
We have 3 colors. We're going to give the eggs a little crack on the counter. Make sure not to smash too hard. We don't want to actually peel the shells yet. So when we tried this yesterday, we did the beat it to death method, and we did the barely beat it to death method. You kind of want to do both.
Once you've cracked the shell to a level that you are comfortable with, place the egg into one of the bags. Continue doing this until all of the eggs are cracked and all of them look colorful.
So let's keep it cracking. Now we will place the cracked eggs into the color bats and let them sit for about half an hour. Check us on Instagram. You'll see the eggs that we made yesterday. You need about 3 drops of coloring to 1 tablespoon of vinegar.
Well, more or less depending on how dark and how light you want.
Now we will place the cracked eggs into the color bath and set the timer
for 30 minutes. Now we're gonna get, oh God, one of them's leaking. No, they're hatching. Anyway, let's check our dragon eggs. Oh God, oh no. Now Now we are going to rinse and wash.
How fun is that? It looks like
I have a whole sunset.
the Easter Bunny has nothing on us.
Uncle Agua, what do you think of our eggs? Now we can peel their flesh off. The question of the day today, and you can put your answers in the comments. What is your favorite horror movie?
And why?
What's your favorite horror movie?
My favorite horror movie, the horror movie that made me scream first, was Candyman. The guy with the bees coming out of his mouth and, oh yeah. What about you?
That's a tough one for me. I'm gonna have to say maybe Saw. It definitely gave me some nightmares.
You are not, nightmares?
I'm not even joking. Saw like 3. But my favorite horror movie would have to be probably like Netflix Truth or Dare or 1BR. I like those movies.
This one's kind of speckled.
This one is too. They're speckled dragon eggs.
So now we have our beautiful dragon eggs. We're going to turn them into deviled dragon eggs.
First, we want to set aside a medium mixing bowl. You're going to take your dragon eggs and you're going to slice them along the long side. So slice them in half, basically.
Take the yolk from the egg halves and toss them into the mixing bowl. We need Grandpa's head.
Grandpa's head.
Oh, it's Grandpa's head plate. He loves it.
It's Grandfather Alfred.
Put our dragon eggs on our...
Once all of your yolks are in your bowl, you're going to take a fork or whatever this is and mash all of it into crumbs.
Add 3 to 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise, a teaspoon of mustard, and a teaspoon of vinegar. We're going to use pickle juice. Add a dash of salt and pepper. We're going to use our electric mixer to mix it real well.
Now we are going to separate it into 2 different bowls. Then we add food coloring. Now you can either separate the double mixture into a couple of different containers to create multiple colored feelings, or you just make one big batch of the same color. Totally up to you. For us, we are going to make 2 different colors.
After you mix it into one big bowl, right?
We're going to go ahead and use 2 colors of our choice. You can choose whatever colors you want. But for us, we are going to use blue and red, because red looks like blood and blue is just pretty simple.
From here, you can either just scoop the filling into the egg halves, or you can use a piping bag for a more creative look.
Deviled eggs call for some paprika. Again, totally up to you.
Those are amazing.
Now we are gonna make the siculos, aka spooky intestines.
Before we begin, I'm going to generously grease the bottom of this pan, making it nice and buttery so that our buns don't stick. Next is the fun part. We're going to prepare the topping for our intestines. They wouldn't be spooky intestines without a nice thick layer of blood.
In a small saucepan, like this one right here, we are going to combine half a cup of light corn syrup, or you can use maple flavored syrup carefully. Drop a 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar. You are going to want to make sure you pack your sugar down so you are getting the proper measurement.
2 tablespoons of butter, and we need 1 tablespoon of water.
Yeet.
We're going to put it on the stove and let it heat up. We are going to cook on low heat, stirring continuously, just until the butter melts. Once the butter has melted, we're going to drop around 6 or 7 drops of red gel food coloring until it's well saturated. Take it off the heat. Pour it directly into your greased baking pan.
Now we are going to place some coarsely chopped pecans or walnuts. We use squirrel brain, but whatever. They're actually walnuts, don't worry. We're not harming animals, we swear.
Just place them.
Just kind of place them around. And this part, of course, is optional. Then we will set this aside. Now we're going to work on our intestines.
Now, we want to preheat our oven to 425 degrees.
In a large mixing bowl, we are going to stir together 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Uncle Igor, what is your opinion on salt?
We're going to take a 1/3 cup of butter. You could use shortening, margarine, butter. We're doing butter. Cut it into your flour.
And now we mix.
And this is where this little handy dandy thing comes in. We used it earlier to cut up our eggs, so now we're going to use it to cut in butter.
Okay.
Get flour on it, and cut it, and get flour on it, and cut it, and it'll come off on its own.
Once you get those crumbles, we are going to make a well in the center of the mixture and pour 3/4 cups of milk at once and stir just until the dough clings together.
So we're making a well, which is just a hole in the center of the flour, and pouring all the milk at once. Scrape your sides mostly, scrape and fold. It's good, that's about mixed. Get it all now, kind of push it gently into a ball. If you knead it too much, it becomes hard when you eat it. On a clean counter, lightly flour the surface. I like to always soak my flour. And then we're going to dump our goodies directly into the center of it and knead it about 15-20 times. We're going to give it 20 strokes. Folding that flour into it. Let me put some flour on top. Here's your little... And press it down the center, scoop up some of the flour and the dough at the same time. Not hard, just your fingers, because we don't want to flatten it. We just want to gently mix. We're going to give this 20 strokes. 8. If you do it too much, it'll make it tough. We're going to roll the dough out to about a 10 to 12 inch triangle. Green zombie fingers.
It's that, okay?
Now rub off as much as you can. Good job. Okay, the next time you flip it over, we're going to put it on this. This will give us a measurement.
Combine 1/4 cups of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1/4 teaspoon clove, and sprinkle over the entire surface of the dough. Dirty finger on daddy side.
Evenly distribute it like so, all the way to the edges. So we're going to roll this up this way. Okay, so this is going to be not only our spooky intestine, but by adding those extra spices, we now have a pumpkin spice spooky intestine. Pro tip, put that left of that butter on there, and if you've got a nice little barrier, it'll help you slice it. Okay. I'm making these big, and it really doesn't matter if you mess them up, because you're going to unroll them anyway. The short version is to go down the store and buy cinnamon rolls in a can, pop those cans open, and stick them in there.
But this is a homemade cooking channel, so like, no.
But we're dead.
We're going to arrange the rolls to make them look like those spooky intestines while placing them into a bloody sauce in the baking pan.
Start with the big fat ones on the corners,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
and then fill in the middles after that. I just kind of unroll of it, and then I'll lay it in there. Once it sits in the goo, it's going to sit in the goo. Put it up against that wall. That wall's full of butter. You kind of unroll them before you lay them in there. I guess if we really thought about it, you'd follow your intestines back and forth and back and forth, right?
What do you think, Uncle Igor?
Okay.
You!
So all this red, ooey gooey yumminess is caramel. Look at that. Ooh, happy Halloween. That gooey down in the cracks there. Squirrel brains. Mama. Now that looks disgustingly delicious. And voila! There you have it. We have fashioned some deviled dragon eggs that make a perfect side to go with your holiday dinner.
And we even created some spooky intestine sticky rolls that are a scrumptious treat for after you finish eating that holiday meal or even in the morning for breakfast. It is cinnamon rolls after all. Shall we give them a try?
Yes, but we're going to get out of our holiday gear. We're going to go get washed up and sit down and talk about what we've done.
Let's go shed our skin.
All right, guys, we're back.
I got a little lost in the mall. Hang on, sorry. So let's get started.
Let's go sit down and give it a try. Amazing. Oh, look at that. Look disgusting. So excited.
I'll high five Air.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, so we're both going to get one of each color, and I need a little bit of that.
I just need one.
Mrs. I don't like things.
Mrs. I don't like it. Do y'all see that? Isn't that beautifully creepy? Look at that. Oh, dragon eggs.
And I'll get us some peppers.
Can you see all that color we got in there? All of them are just like, go ahead, cut me a piece.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut some pieces.
Look at that. Cool as heck. We did it. We put the paprika on it because you put paprika on dragon eggs or deviled eggs. Oh, that's not a very colorful one. Let's see here. Ooh, look how fun that is. So, definitely fun Halloween treats. And then the intestines, we put the walnuts in there. Again, an option you can or can't do.
We decided to make them look like squirrel brains just for the fun of our costumes.
Alrighty. I'm going to start with the sweet. It's got a very nice caramel. You gotta remember, this is caramel. This is butter and brown sugar. Really nice caramel topping on it. And it managed to soak all the way through there. Use your fingers.
I'm getting a caramel.
And then we added the pumpkin spice. You can tell it's in there. Steak.
I usually don't like caramel, but that's actually really good.
Yay! We got the granddaughter to eat some. That's awesome. Yeah, definitely do that. It's candy-like, crunchy. Oh, Uncle Igor is in the way. Isn't that beautiful? Red food coloring.
Okay.
What you got?
I'm going to.
It's good, I like it. See how pretty those are? Serve that up.
Cut your egg.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It's just a deviled egg. Use your own recipes, spice it up, but raw. I have no body. Look how beautiful that is.
I'm sorry, you were saying.
It is. It's beautiful. It pulls apart real nice. Remember to answer our question of the day. What is your favorite horror movie and why? It's that time of the year. Let us know. Alrighty. I had a blast. I really enjoyed the intestines. Little squirrel brains. What do you think?
It was pretty exciting, but I especially liked the deviled dragon eggs. What do you guys think we should do next?
Leave your comments and any suggestions or questions you might have below.
Well, thank you for joining us, guys. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you want to see more content like this anyway.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Bye.